Hey guys, the Wins family here, Braxton and Jessica at Campbell University.
Hey!
2018. We want to give you guys an update for the fall of 2018 and some amazing things the Lord has done on the campus, the fruit that we've seen come to fruition after starting our third year of ministry here. And Jessica's going to give you some updates.
Yep, so this year we just started off with just a real sense that the Lord wanted to have us equip our students in evangelism. And we kicked off the year with a worship night, just a powerful worship night at the barn. And the next day we had one of our really good friends, Hal Linhart, do a training session on evangelism. And then after that, we took our students out to the campus to share the gospel and love of Jesus. And what was just so cool is that so many of our students never even had considered themselves capable of sharing the gospel in that way, just with boldness, with simplicity, with love. But it was amazing because the training just really gave them what they needed to just do it. And so one of our students, I remember at the end of the training, Hal mentioned to one of our students and said, you need to pray about being an evangelist. And she said, I don't know about that. I don't think so. Well, lo and behold, we went out and did evangelism. That very day, she shared the gospel with somebody on campus and they gave their life to Jesus. And then what was so cool was within a few weeks, we started our Firestarters gatherings at our house. So what was that like, Braxton, having 40 students at the house?
Yeah, it was amazing. Like I said, this is our third year starting out, and every year has grown. And this year, the first Firestarters, we put it out there like we normally do, and just the momentum and through the leadership that we built up through the students throughout the years. Over 40, I think 38 students came the first night, which was amazing, which was double the average of last year. And that's pretty much continued throughout the semester, and we've seen some great fruit out of that.
Yeah, so what was really fun is that the same student, her name's Erica, who had totally said, I don't think I'm an evangelist, within the first 2 weeks of school, just invited a big number of her friends, friends from her cheerleading squad, things like that. And we are just really committed at every Firestarters gathering to share the gospel. And so we would just share the gospel in about within 2 weeks, 9 students had given their lives to Jesus. Within 3 weeks, 12 students have dedicated their lives to the Lord. This semester, we've seen 13 students surrender their lives to Christ in our living room through our ministry. It's just been super powerful. It's been very catalytic. And what's been really kind of fun, though, is like we had all these new believers. And again, Erica's like, what are we going to do? They keep asking me questions about Jesus, And so one of the main things that we want to do is disciple students to be disciple-making disciples. And so we don't get to do all of the work. We get to equip and envision our students how to disciple others. And so we kicked off these amazing groups called Firm Foundation groups. And we kicked off 3 groups this semester. And through that, Erica was able to disciple 15 students that would come to her little apartment to learn how to hear the voice of the Lord, study scripture. It was really, really powerful. So it's been really cool just to see those groups kick off. And just our weekly Firestarters gatherings that we've had have been really powerful. We what do we typically do at a Firestarters, Braxton, that you love? What do you think?
I love everything, but the typical Firestarters goes 6 p.m. on Tuesdays at our house at Keith Hills, and that was a great transition that we actually made. We were doing it on campus here at the fire station, which was a blessing, and it was great for that time, but we moved it to our house. We felt like the Lord was leading to do that, and I think that it was confirmed with just the response. All the students love getting off campus, actually going into a home environment. We cook them food at 6 o'clock, a nice homemade meal, which is usually the only one they get all week.
Yeah, they say it's their favorite meal of the week.
That's right. We love Marshbanks. No dissing on Marshbanks, but yes, the home cooked meal is much better. And so we do that from 6 to 7. We eat, fellowship, basically break bread, and at 7 o'clock we basically start the gathering. And from there we start with worship and have a time of prayer, and then we have some sort of encouraging message or word from Scripture. And then we just let the Lord do what He wants to do in that time period. There's inevitably many questions that will come up during any given Firestarters. And so we're there to kind of just to be there to counsel them through that and pray for whatever their needs are. So.
Yeah. There are some really awesome things that we're excited about for next year that are coming up. So I just wanted to share those with you so you can be praying for us. But one of the things we're going to be doing early in the spring is we always start off the year with a fast, a 40-day fast with all our college students, because we want to see God do incredible things. And that's really, really powerful. We have 6 a.m. prayer meetings every day. I mean, students get on fire during that time. It's so awesome. And we're hosting a team called Carry the Love that's going to be coming for a catalytic gathering on January 22nd. And we are believing for a tipping point gathering, meaning that hundreds of students are going to get to come to this gathering and hear the gospel and get on fire for Jesus, and it will just spread throughout this campus. So that's what we're believing for. We're believing that God would do something incredible on this campus through that catalytic gathering. And then later on this year, there's something really exciting that Braxton's going to share.
So we're getting opportunity to minister to the public high schools.
Yes.
And we have 4 schools that we're going to be ministering to, 2 middle schools and 2 high schools, about 6,000 students. We will have the attention of every single student in all 4 of those schools during school, and then afterwards, being sponsored by FCA, will be able to minister to the students further and actually share the complete gospel. So I'm totally excited about that. Last year we did a small event, and this year is going to be 10 times that, so it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, we're just really excited to get as many students in our region and give them the opportunity to hear the gospel. And so there's a lot of really creative ways that we're going to get to do it. We are going to be partnering with a national team that does it as well. So this is really, really exciting what the Lord is doing to allow us to be of influence and impact. And the students here at Campbell, we're envisioning them, we're encouraging them, and we're equipping them to be salt and light everywhere they go, here on this campus and beyond. And it's just a matter of time just to see what the Lord is going to do.
Thank all of you so much for coming alongside me and Jessica in this ministry here at Campbell. We could not do it without you. And with that said, we want to just update you on where we're at in regards to our fundraising. I know many of you obviously currently are helping in that respect, but wanted to let you know where we're at. So currently we have only accomplished about 20% of the goal of $5,000 a month, and so with that deficit, the easy way to look at it, I'm a numbers guy and a reality guy, and so it's not always fun to talk about finances, but this can't really happen without it. So if we can find 125 people to do $40 a month on a monthly basis, that would cover that basic need. And so that's what our need is. That's what we're asking. And
it's interesting. I grew up as a missionary kid my whole life. I've been in ministry, and one of the things that a lot of times people assume is that if God was blessing a ministry, if they're doing amazing things, most people assume that they must be fully funded. But the reality is that Jesus says, will you do this? And you just take that step and you say yes. And then we're taking those steps going, God, I believe you're going to provide. So I know that the Lord has already picked the people that are supposed to be on this journey with us. And it is our role to find them. But we do want to let you know we are totally underfunded right now, and we really, really need people to get on board. So if, in the past you've seen some of our posts and you've thought, oh, they're probably already funded, whatever. I want to let you know, no, we're not. And we really want you to jump on board. So that's something that we really would love for you guys to help us with. Or if you know somebody that believes in the next generation, wants to see Jesus grip this generation, and is into just sowing into fruitful soil, please, get them in contact with us. We would love to present our vision to them. So just any connections, any opportunities to share what God is doing is always a huge help. So I wanted to just put that out there to everybody that's watching. But one thing I want to say is just, we have huge vision. The Lord has given us big vision for next semester that we're so excited about.
And so we just want to thank you in advance for your love to us, the support you've given our family. We're so eternally grateful. The Lord is proud of you for doing that, and I know He is super excited as well as we are about what's going on here at Campbell University. So we love you guys, and we'll see you in 2019.